I want to talk about lipotropic-adjunct, not just because I can actually say that word, but because this helps with high cholesterol and fatty liver, which is something that a lot of people deal with these days. So Liprotropic is similar to what this LDC dishwashing fluid does for your pipes. It suspends the grease in your pipes so that it can't block them. Have you ever thought about what happens to the fat when you have a lovely greasy takeaway burger or those gorgeous deep fried fries? So you can see the fat is in your vessel here and it needs to be moved. But how do you move it? It's one big glob. That big glob is blocking the vessel from side to side. You can see it fills the whole side and it's big and it's blocking it. Unless we add the lipotropic. Just a little bit of lipotropic and look what happens to that oil. The oil is not in one big globule anymore. It's in these little balls that can be far easier kept mobile in your blood and moved out. So the choline and inositol in the lipotropic do that to the cholesterol in your bloodstream. The other thing that lipotropic does is it smooths down the vessels. So homocysteine, if you eat a lot of red meat or you have a high red meat diet, you can get really high homocysteine levels. Also, if you drink excessive coffee, the levels apparently can go up. But what that does is it's like sandpaper on your blood vessels. So when there's sandpaper on the vessels, then it makes little cracks and it's much easier for the fats to get in there and hold on. But the lipotropic goes into your vessels and it smooths them out. It uses the B6, the B12 and the folate to smooth those vessels out, and then it has bioflavonoids which just strengthens them. And what does that do for the cholesterol? You can see that that fat cannot hold on. It just keeps slipping off. And that's because the lipotropic has just smoothed the way and there's nothing for that fat to hold on to. It keeps slipping off. The folate and the vitamin B6 and the vitamin B12, they're the ones that keep the fat sliding off your blood vessel walls so it can't get a grip. So the folate in our lipotropic is worth about 30 carrots or 1 1/4 cups of peanut butter. The B6 is about 40 tomatoes worth, or about 180 prunes worth, and the B12 is about 100 eggs, or about 80 tins of tuna, 80.5 tins of tuna. Now you're saying, oh, but that's not natural, we don't eat that, and you can get that in 2 tablets. That is not true. That is how powerful food used to be, but food is no longer that powerful. It's been degraded by bad soil, pesticides, been stored, bad shelf life, not been stored right. So you actually need that to help you. So you can try and get it the food way, or you can use a supplement which is going to get it to you in the right levels that you were supposed to get it in your food, and it's made from food. This is just food. It's not chemicals, it's not drugs. It's just food in concentrated form, and it helps you to get your body balanced. So lipotropic helps in 2 ways. With choline and inositol, and with B6, B12 and folate and bioflavonoids. First, the fat is kept mobile so that it can get out the body, and then your vessels are strengthened and made smoother so that the fat can't hold on. What does this mean for your liver? It means that the fat can't settle in your liver, so the liver can't hold on to it, so you're not going to suffer from fatty liver disease. If you can't ever remember what lipotropic is for your heart and your blood vessels. And you can see it's this lovely red color which should remind you of a heart. Or you can remember that lipotropic is like a dishwashing fluid to your blood vessels. It cleans them out, keeps the fat mobile so it doesn't stick to the inside of the pipes and block them. Am I saying go off your cholesterol medication? No, I'm not. I'm saying this will help to lower the dose of medication that you're on. My husband takes a small amount of statin because he's just got the high cholesterol gene, but he takes the lowest dose of cholesterol medication because of this. This helps helps with your scores, with your numbers, especially if you go for those medical aid tests once a year. Liprotropic, good for your height, good for your numbers, good for your lifestyle.